Nicolas Cage Fighter, my boys. 3350, even though they don't play that song anymore because, when you blow up on a global stage, you tend not to play your song about your home postcode. Which is rude because Rey Mysterio still hits the 619, so why isn't Nicolas Cage Fighter still hitting the 3350? Riddle me that. But, Australian, Ballarat even, metallic hardcore, I went to school with the brothers of some of these guys. That's how close it is to my heart. When I turned 18, I was getting down to my local Corova Lounge to go see Nicolas Cage Fighter. I wouldn't say I'm a day oneer, but I've definitely been there from very early days. And I'm so happy to see them putting out amazing music in the year of our Lord 2025, getting recognition, having Nicolas Cage mention them in an interview and quote their lyrics, not just being a fan of the band, or aware of the band, but he clearly listens to the music in depth, and that's honestly just the coolest thing ever. I can't even imagine how awesome that must feel for them, so congratulations to those guys. As for the music itself, from the first note, this comes so hard out of the gate, and I love that. I've been having feelings. My latest pet peeve in music is pointless intro tracks. I feel like every second album I listen to has a 1-minute intro track that doesn't even flow into the first song. It's just sitting there like an ugly little space filler. Nicolas Cage Fighter, they're not fucking with that. They're coming in, they're going hard from beat one, and I love it. And then, there's this first bridge with this absolutely filthy bass little, flourish. It's probably not long enough to be a solo, but it's a beautiful little bass flourish. It's got the filthiest tone, and it's very much scrunch your face up metal. It's the big stank face. I think they've also progressed a lot on this release, which I'm super psyched to see, especially vocally. I feel like there is just, multiple new vocal styles being demonstrated on this album that they haven't put on any of their past releases. It is insanely just more dynamic, to the point of really branching into other extreme metal qualities, not just in the core, not in the core sphere. They can do hardcore, they can do metalcore, they can do deathcore, but then they've got these really growly, grunty stuff that it's going into gore grind, and I'm like, what the fuck? This is awesome. I'm sure there are other bands doing it, but not in my awareness, and I'm not a huge metalcore guy, but it can't be a lot of them because this is the first time hearing it. Song structure as well, a lot more varied. Feels like they've added a lot of new tricks to the repertoire, elements from other things. They're not just writing flat metalcore songs. There are moments where they go full hardcore or they go full deathcore. So it feels like just at every aspect they've upped their game on this album. And I think that's a real mark of them maturing as artists, and rising to the exposure they're getting. As the band is growing, they're growing as artists too. And I think the future is bright if they can keep that up. I hope this blows up. I hope people listen to this and be like, oh, cool, this is that band that Nicolas Cage mentioned. This is really awesome. If this is the album cycle that gets them big international, I would love that for them. But if not, then I'm sure they could do it on the next one because their trajectory is just so good. To the hometown for the 3350, Nicolas Cage Fighter gets a hell yeah. But you better play that song at your next Melbourne show already. Alright, for me, please? That's where I call home sometimes.